Welcome back to the Stuff of Legends, where we talk about the last D&D session we played and answer some of your questions. My name is Raghav and I'm your humble DM, and these are the victims of my unending tabletop torture.
Hey, I'm Andrew.
Hello everyone, I'm Christine.
Hi, my name is Jagriti.
When you edit stuff, Raghav, do you take the video of the Zoom call and then sync up all of our individual recordings to the Zoom call?
I do put it all up on the same Premiere file. I use the Zoom call essentially to be like...
I got you, yeah, you're a master.
to pick out my interesting moments.
Nice.
So I'm like, alright, this is a good moment, and then I go find it in all of our recordings.
Ah, I see.
So fortunately, like in Premiere you can see the like wavelength.
Yeah, the waveform.
So like that's where I'm like, okay, I know Andrew's talking here.
Yeah.
So I'm like, most probably this is where the bit that I want is, and that's where I cut it off.
Oh, gotcha.
It's a lot of work.
Oh my gosh, I can only imagine. I'm trying to do like, because sometimes on Twitter, right, I see people that do these fun little 2D pencil test Spider-Man animations, and I'm like, shit, one day I'm gonna fucking do one of those. And I animated a stick figure doing an animation that I like, and then today I started trying to actually turn that stick figure into like a drawing, and it sucks, man. I'm not good at this. I'm not good at drawing. I'm not good at drawing people, and there's like 100 drawings to do. I'm like, oh shit.
That's funny.
Maybe I gotta warm up some more or something.
Same with when I'm doing these D&D animations. I'm like, I have to like decide how much I want to animate, and then even when I'm doing that, I have to decide my process. Like sometimes I'm like, okay, this one is all smear frames.
Yeah, cool.
I'm drawing like 4 keys and everything else is just like big blurs between each other, and then the others are like, okay, I need to like really work hard on this.
Nice. Yeah, it's cool though, man. I feel like it's so satisfying to see the end result, and I want to do that. I want to try to do that, but I can't. I'm like one drawing in. 2D animation, man. It's so hard.
Okay, so let's talk about D&D a bit. I want to talk about was meeting Bjorn's mother immediately, and it's so funny because for me, I was planning that scene to be like a big reunion between Bjorn and her mother, but then Renee was like, oh, I can't play anymore for a while, so please figure something out. So I was like, okay. It all happens with Bjorn not there, but it worked out, I feel like.
Yeah, oh yeah. I see the family resemblance going on there.
And it ups the stakes to have her be kidnapped. So.
Nice to meet the woman that born Bjorn.
Born Bjorn.
Bjorn.
Born Bjorn.
Yeah, the Bjorn ultimatum.
And then she taught you guys a few spells too, right? And Poppy learned to speak with animals, which came in very handy when you spoke to the bird.
I'll have to have Poppy interpret for me and Hector sometime.
Ask and you shall receive.
Yeah, I actually had a while back. I've had speak with animals in my back pocket for like waiting for the right opportunity to give it to you guys, and I'm always wondering what Hector's voice would be because I know that's like one of the first things Timber would want to do.
It'll happen.
It was so strange because whenever there are things like that in the story, I always think there must be a purpose. I thought the bird would have clues, but it's just like a bird to like torment him for no reason at all. It was funny.
Yeah, I liked it. He had attitude.
Actually, there was a clue with the bird, which is that you can bribe it with coins.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, so if we like bribed it enough, would it tell us things about the Lich Queen or?
Well, I don't think the bird knew anything about the Lich Queen. I think you weren't asking him the right question.
Did we do that? I can't remember if we give him any coin.
You gave him a coin.
We did, and he then ran away with it.
Okay.
So it was not a very trustworthy bird to begin with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen Centaur World? I don't think you have. I've asked this like another time before.
What?
Not yet.
But there's like a jerky bird in that, and like his name is Ched. And when you were describing him, I was just imagining this like swole bird, centaur bird.
How does a centaur bird work? Is it a bird with horse legs?
Oh no, it's a bird with human arms.
Oh god.
That was so weird.
Let me find you. He's super weird looking.
Whoa.
The hell?
Ew, this is gross.
Yuck. He's got nipples. I hate it.
I don't like it.
Everyone, when you're feeling like watching a new ridiculous show that's surprisingly deep and full of adventure.
I hear good things for sure.
Okay, since we're talking about anime, let's do a question. Phantom Wolf asks, what is your favorite anime to watch?
Is Pokemon an anime?
Yeah.
Well, when I was a kid, I used to watch that, and I liked it a lot.
Classic.
Yeah, but like I feel like Ghibli.
But I
is
thought
like-
Ghibli doesn't count as anime. Or like Ghibli says that.
He did say anime was a mistake, and
Right, so he does. But I love Ghibli stuff. Ghibli, however you say it. And they're just like so wholesome, and they're just like
Yeah,
very
same.
like Kiki's Delivery Service. We actually recently rewatched it, and I really like that film. It's just like
I
so.
like that one.
I love watching that little girl sort of grow up.
Yeah.
It's so pretty. Yeah.
Growing up, my favorite anime that I was obsessed with was Yu Yu Hakusho, and I feel like it's really informed my personality to this day. I wrote fanfics. I had like wall scrolls and plushies. I was like low-key obsessed. All I wanted to do was be killed so I could be a detective of the spirit world and work with demons and ghosts. And then I'd say like modern stuff. I guess it's not that modern anymore. Satoshi Kon is like my favorite
Yeah.
creator of like film anime.
Nice. I think my answer would echo some of the other ones. When I was younger, I would watch Pokemon a lot, and I had a Yu-Gi-Oh phase, and then now I tend to lean more towards the movies, like Ghibli movies or Satoshi Kon and stuff. I remember watching I think Millennium Actress is one of those Satoshi Kon ones, and thinking like, wow, I love that just that they'll do animated movies that aren't, the demographic isn't just younger folks. There's some super adult ones, without being like, I don't know, sometimes you hear adult animation, and in the US that means like hyper violent or hypersexual.
And hyper, just like they're always frustrated. The characters are not happy in those
Yeah.
animations, like something calming that adults can also enjoy, like something that brings them like joy, as opposed to just like, oh, life sucks, watch this show which is about how life sucks.
I think it's awesome, and I wish that Western animation would lean that way more often.
I would say my favorite anime when I was a kid would have to have been Dragon Ball Z.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Obsessed with that show. It was so fun. To the point where like I would try to like get to Super Saiyan level sometimes, just like by like flexing every muscle in my body. And then my fingers would start like becoming numb.
Oh, no.
And I'd be like, I can feel it.
That's how you get like TMJ and arthritis and stuff.
I know.
You're just
Oh no.
grinding your teeth trying to get Super Saiyan.
Okay. I have a comment here by Matt Despard. This is not a question, but I thought it's funny because he just seems so upset about it. He said, Rocco needs better swim attire. The shitty bandages aren't gonna cut it for a fancy blood hunter. I don't know, did you watch the episode where you do the spa? I was trying to I couldn't figure out what one would wear in a spa, impromptu spa. So I was like, okay, she has like a band, like how they show in like older movies, like sometimes you just have like bands. So that's what I have you wearing. I was like, oh no, people are mad about that.
What, should I just be fancier? I feel like Rocco would just be naked. Like, yeah, get on board, guys.
It's funny.